Hi, it's Celia, and today it's Teacher Talk 3. I'm going to be talking about multiple intelligences and differentiated learning. There are many ways that children learn, and knowing how each child learns most successfully helps the teacher to capitalize on their strengths. There's linguistic learning, where they're learning through words. There's logical math learning, where their ability in math and other complex logical skills come to the surface. Musical learning, where they have a special ability in understanding and creating music. Spatial learning, is ability to think in pictures and recreate it in the mind or on paper. Kinesthetic learning, using your body or hands to express or reach goals. Interpersonal learning, your ability to perceive and understand other individuals and what motivates them. And intrapersonal, which is understanding your own emotions. Now, children with special needs are often integrated into the regular classroom for part of the school day and are withdrawn for part of the school day, and that helps them meet their special needs. And in differentiated learning, the teacher would approach a lesson plan keeping in mind the different levels that the students are in her classroom. And she would try to teach the lesson to those different levels, to try and include all of them. We have some special tools to help with that. One of my favorites is the differentiation cubes. They come in 3 colors, and each of the cubes has see-through pockets on each of the 6 sides. How would these be used in the classroom? Well, the teacher could, let's say, have 3 different levels of learning, and each, though she's taught one lesson, the questions that she's putting inside these sleeves, would be for the different levels in the classroom. So she may have a blue group, that might be her high group, and she would give them more questions that are more challenging. Maybe the yellow group is the low group, and they would be asked to respond perhaps to what she's talked about. So this is, it doesn't like pick out the different levels, and one child may be low in math and high in language. So you know, you can use this for math, you can use it for language, you can use it for social studies. It's a great tool to have in the classroom. So it's super to offer to any teacher, because it's going to help them with that differentiation. There's also activities. We have 2 books here. You'll find them in the bookshelves, and one is called Teaching Instruction in the Differentiated Classroom, and the other one is Activities for a Differentiated Classroom. Make yourself familiar with those so that you can talk about them when the teacher is in. The other ones I wanted to mention are the different behaviors. In the early years, not all children are identified, and it's not until perhaps grade 3 that, unless the parent has had the child identified privately, that they are deemed to have special needs. The parents know, but the teacher kind of sees the child in a different situation, and can get very well tell the parents that perhaps it's something that they need to keep an eye on, or they need to watch for, or they need to help their child with. One of the books is Educating the Young Child in the Autism Spectrum. Make yourself familiar with all the terminology within the spectrum. Teaching tips for challenging behaviors, and the challenging behaviors would probably come from one of the special needs. Some of the behavior problems could be social, some of them could be physical, so it's good to have some ideas, and this book has them. Teaching tips for kids with dyslexia. Again, that goes into another area of special needs, and in that they recommend that children with dyslexia perhaps have books with larger print, that they're allowed to sit in a quiet place to do their work. So having this in your vocabulary when you're talking to the teacher would be very helpful. Now, in any classroom that has children with special needs, this time timer is invaluable. It has a closed face, so the child is not interfering with the manipulation on the front. It has a volume control for the sound. Many children with special needs don't like loud sounds, so it's good to have the sound perhaps turned off or at a very low level. And it's something that could be placed on a desk or on the teacher desk. It's still big enough that the children at the back of the room can see the front, and remember the time timer counts down so the child can see the time elapsing. Okay, so those are our special needs. That's our special needs talk for today. I would like you to go out into the store and see what else you can find to help those teachers.